this morning? Yes. All right. Everyone is involved. So,
Everyone.
Who has ever played Gorilla Man Gun?
I have.
Yes. Okay. Yay. I'm so glad Lainey has. Hey, do you guys know Lainey? She's one of our awesome small group leaders. I think she leads some pretty cool seventh grade girls. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Awesome. And if you don't know me, my name is Melissa. I'm one of the student life pastors here. If this is your first time, welcome. We're so glad you're here this morning. And one thing we like to do in Elevate is have fun, right?
Always.
Do you have fun every morning?
Every morning.
Every Sunday morning. All right. So, Gorilla Man Gun has a couple of motions that go along with it, okay? There's also like a little song. Do you sing the little song that goes with it?
I sing a little song when I'm ready to play.
All right. So we're gonna need everyone to participate. So everyone stand up.
Come on, guys.
We're going to learn the motions together. Then you're gonna get a partner and we'll play, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So it starts out, gorilla beats the man.
The man beats
the gun. The gun beats the gorilla. And if you tie, you die. Okay?
Some of you guys know it. I love it.
All right. So can we do it again? You feel like you got the motions?
Should we do the song?
Okay.
Are we
Let's do
ready?
it one more time, then we'll do the song. Cool?
Good.
Okay. So gorilla beats the man. The man beats the gun. The gun beats the gorilla, and if you tie, you die.
Good stuff.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, and you're back to back with somebody. So we say 1, 2, 3, and then you turn, okay?
That.
And then whoever is out sits down, okay?
So in the song.
Yeah, let's do the song. You guys ready?
All right.
Okay. Gorilla beats the man.
The man beats the gun.
The gun beats the gorilla. If you tie, you die. And then you
Count it.
go 1, 2, 3, turn. Got
Love
it? Okay.
Good stuff.
All right. So now I need you to partner up. Find one other person. And then you'll go back to back. Back to
Everyone
back.
needs a partner.
Back to back. Everybody get back to back. Do you need a partner?
Everybody partner up, Sam. Back to back.
All right.
Good,
Hey
everyone's good over
guys, jump
here.
up for me. Everybody plays. Zerker, everybody plays. Here we go. All right. So, let's see.
Partner.
Do you guys need another partner? This guy down here, he needs a partner too. Noah, can you help them out? We got 3 and 3, so we got to do 2s. Okay. So when we say
Everyone
gorilla
needs a
beats the
partner.
man, you guys say gorilla beats the man. So you just repeat, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
It's gonna be fun. First round, practice round.
First round, practice round.
Yeah.
So we can get the feel of it, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? Gorilla beats the man. The man beats the gun. The gun beats the gorilla. If you tie, you die.
Count
1, 2, 3, turn. All right. Okay.
That
So
was practice though.
So you get the
Don't
feel? You get the feeling there? Yeah?
You guys get it?
Okay.
Energy.
Okay, that was practice round. We're gonna do it again. So everybody get back to back with your partner. If there are 3 of you and you choose not to get another partner, then you need to hang out till the next round, okay? But there are plenty of people to get partners with.
3, you guys need
Awesome.
a partner, okay?
Or maybe Sam will partner up with one of you guys.
Yeah.
You wanna partner up with one of these 3? Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay,
Love it.
here we go. You ready? All right. Gorilla beats the man. The man beats the gun. The gun beats gorilla. If you tie, you die. awesome. Back to back. Back to back. Who needs a partner?
If you guys are still in, why don't you make your way up? Try to stay
That
right
was
up
a
here so we
really
can see
quick
you.
round. We just eliminated like
I think it was all the ties
half
probably.
the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're still playing, come up this way.
Come on up. Everyone needs a partner.
Okay, we're still partnering up. All right,
Come on
ready?
up. Stand back to back.
Back to back. Everybody back to back.
Everyone needs a partner.
Okay, here we go.
Love it.
Even if you're sitting, you have to sing, okay? All right. Gorilla beats the man.
The man beats the gun. The gun beats gorilla. If you tie, you die. Count it. 1, 2, 3.
Turn. All right.
You got
If
out.
you are out, have a
Sit
seat. If
down.
not, come up on stage and we'll get you a partner. Here we go. Come
You're
on up.
still in?
You're still
Make
in?
your
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else?
Still in? Come on up.
Okay. Back to back?
You got one more.
We'll tell you when you win. They said, what's the prize? We'll let you know when there's a winner. Okay, so we
Anyone
need
else
one
still in?
more. Is there anybody else? Anyone else?
Anyone else
Okay,
still
guess
in?
what? You get to have a bye. So you
All right.
stand over here and we'll see who else wins. Wait, was there another guy? Were you in it? Okay, cool. All right, so we'll go with these guys. You take a bye and then you'll get to go next. All right, you ready? You gotta sing along. Ready? Gorilla beats the man. Man beats the gun.
The gun beats the gorilla.
If you tie, you die.
Count it. 1, 2, 3.
Turn. Oh, we got a tie dye, and did you win? Dude, you're killing it. All right, you guys, right here for the championship.
There's not. This is the final round.
Final round, championship. Okay, back to back. You guys ready right here?
Get
Yeah.
loud.
Back to back.
For your person.
Ladies, let's cheer on the girls. Woo! Guys, you can cheer on the guys. Okay, ladies are definitely gonna win. All right, you ready? Gorilla beats the man.
Gorilla beats the man.
Man beats the gun.
The gun beats the gorilla.
If you tie, you die.
Count it. 1, 2, 3.
Turn. Man beats the gun. Look at ladies. All right.
We got a winner.
Okay, so we have a special prize for you. What's your name? Katie, what grade are you in? 6th grade. Yeah, give it up for Katie. All right, if you meet Rachel back there, she's going to get you a special candy treat, all right? So thank you for playing Gorilla Man Gun. Did you guys have fun with that one?
That was fun. I
Cool.
had fun.
I had fun. I enjoy singing, you
Yeah.
know. What else was fun that we did this weekend, Lainey?
We had Elevate Night Out. Who went to Elevate Night Out?
Oh, it was in. I guess it was technically in.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we were inside, but
Technically
yeah,
it was
same
in.
thing. Did you guys have fun?
Who went? Show of hands.
Yes.
A lot.
So who won the Nerf war? Did anybody win the Nerf war? Did anyone get shot by a ton of darts during the Nerf war? I was used as a human shield to protect Kenny coming into the Nerf war. I
I'm
don't
not
know what
surprised.
happened, but I got shot a lot. Did you get shot, lady?
I did not. I was one of the referees.
Oh.
So I had a nice orange construction vest
That's
going
right.
on.
So if they shot you, they were out.
Instantly out.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
It was good.
Well, hey, did anybody bring friends to Elevate Night Out? Did y'all bring any friends? Yeah. Be sure to invite them back to Elevate
Yeah.
because we want to get them to come to church on Sunday morning too. So that'll be awesome. All right. What else is coming up, Lainey? This Saturday.
What do we have? Do we have a slide? Yeah, we have Trunk or Treat.
Trunk or treat! Woo, woo, woo!
This is gonna be so much fun, you guys. If you guys want to bring candy, you can put it in your grade bin, and then we'll give you a donut
Yes.
for every
and
bag of candy that you bring.
It's looking like 7th grade is, pulling ahead this week. So we're thinking of a big, nice prize for you guys. It could be 6th grade because it's all the weeks that we've been collecting candy. So, hey, Lainey, if they have candy and it's like the day of on Saturday, like, can they bring it?
Yeah,
Awesome.
totally.
Yeah, so you
always
can bring
bring
it
it.
here. If you have younger siblings, like, come on, be a part of it. We're excited about that. So, something else coming up for Elevate is Breakaway. Who else going to Breakaway? Yes, 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 yes. Lainey, are you going to Breakaway?
I am going to Breakaway.
Yeah! So not only are we going to Breakaway, but your leaders will be there. Hopefully a ton of you guys will be there. Next Sunday is the last week that you can sign up. It's the last day that you can sign up for Breakaway. So if you have friends that still want to come, it's November 8th through 9th. It's coming up super soon. So Lainey, what's one of your favorite things about Breakaway?
Oh, that's so hard. Probably the ropes course.
The ropes
That was
course.
fun.
Yeah. Wait,
What?
why are they laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Is there a story that needs to be told?
All right.
Do you want to come and tell it, Prexy? Yeah, you want to come? Yeah. Just one of you. Come tell a story. Allie? All right. Sure. Yeah. All right. So is there something to be told about Lainey that happened? Okay,
I'm
let's hear about what
confused.
happened.
So on the ropes course, we were all there, and then there was like this boy there around Lainey's age. And, yeah.
Oh, there's always a boy, right?
No. According to them.
That was how it went.
Yeah.
But there's many other reasons you come to Breakaway.
Yeah.
Is for
We also had some fun time pranking the boys.
hey-o.
That was fun.
That's right. And this year we're gonna have some like worship and some small group time, and so we really want you to come and
Me
be
and
involved.
Juan leading you guys in worship on Breakaway. It's gonna be fun.
Super excited. All right. So if you want to invite friends, tell them this week is the last week to sign up. If you need scholarship, we do still have some available, so just email me and we can get you guys signed up, okay? So last but not least, today we are kicking off Journey. Woo!
I'm excited.
So this year, what are we walking through, Lainey?
We are walking through Philippians.
Philippians. So we are doing Journey through Philippians. We are handing out small group books. Before you guys head to small group, we have a book just for students. It was created just for you. It actually has pictures of our students that are in high school and across the campuses that are in the book. But more importantly, the scripture is there in the book. We have devotionals for you, and you can walk through each day as we're going through the book of Philippians, okay? You guys excited about that? Who all went through the last journey through John? Who did that? Awesome. Good job. All right. So the challenge this year is if 100 or more students in Elevate, that includes 9 o'clock and 11:15, read through the book of Philippians, do this devotional, then Kenny will come up here and he will wax his armpits on stage. Yes.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding you.
I gotta see that.
Now, I've never had my armpits waxed, but I hear that it hurts. And there could be some tears.
Totally.
It could be
He's
a
gonna be
moment
sobbing.
that you want to bring out, your cameras and take a video.
Wait, so how do we do this again? Because I have to see this.
Yes, okay, so you want to go through the whole book of Philippians that we're going to give you. Each day there's devotionals, there's questions. We want you to be a part of that. So if 100 or more students and leaders do it, Kenny's going to wax his armpits.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? So
Guys,
let's go, right? Okay.
We gotta make this happen.
So Kenny's not here to fend for himself, but that is the challenge that we are doing. Also, we're gonna have a huge donut party and just celebrate what we learned while walking through Philippians. So, if you want to know a little bit more about the book, check out this video.
I am excited because today we're starting Philippians, and so I love seeing all these students up here, and there are some middle schoolers in this book as well. But I'm pumped because we really believe that Scripture is the way that God speaks to us, and so to dive in together on this is going to be so cool. To start this morning, I want to do something a little bit different. So we're going to get into groups of 3 or 4. Before we do that, I'll explain what we're doing. So this is a game called If You Really Knew Me, You Would Know That. Okay, so you're going to answer that question with these people around you. Okay, so I have 2 people who volunteered, 2 high school students who volunteered. Yes, come on up here. So we're gonna do this for you to give you an idea of what this looks like, okay? So I'll start. We'll do 3 rounds, okay? So if you really knew me, you would know that I once had a dog named Pepper. Whoa. That died. Oh. Why are you laughing at that? Yeah, but she was great. She was my best friend growing up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, what's yours?
If you really knew me, you would know that my grandma once ran me over.
Whoa.
With her bike, not a car.
Wow, it's all about the delivery. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you really knew me, you would know that I don't like popcorn.
What?
Yeah.
How?
The smell bothers me. Like it sickens me.
It sickens him. If you really knew me, you would know that
We're waiting.
once jumped off an 80-foot cliff.
What? Oh my god.
Into the
really
water.
cool.
There is water.
If you really knew me, you would know that I once set my carpet on fire.
Oh, I did that too.
Yes. Wow. Thank you.
If you really knew me, you would know that I broke my foot in 7th grade playing soccer, and I didn't find out for a week that it was broken. Yeah, I just kept walking on it. No, because I told my parents, they didn't believe me.
If you really knew me, you would know that when I was in elementary school, a Dalmatian attacked me, and I got a bunch of staples in my head.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I know, dog stories. I have another dog story. I won't share it. Okay.
Let's see. If you really knew me, you would know that I cannot handle spicy food whatsoever. Yeah. Sad.
One more.
if you really knew me, you would know that I have 17 uncles and aunts. Yeah, and only one uncle on my mom's side, so that means everyone else is on my dad's side.
Oh my gosh. My math that's crazy. Awesome, we'll give it up for these guys, okay? Thanks, guys. All right, so that's what we're gonna do with the people around you. Grab 3 or 4 people around you. You're gonna have 3 minutes and play this game if you really knew me. game or whatever you get to know you exercise played a lot of different ways. And one time we did this at a camp that I was on, a high school camp called Blast. And I was leading this group of girls, and they were senior girls, okay? So they'd been in a small group for like 4 years together. And so we started playing, and at first it was just like totally light, kind of like what we were doing. And then eventually they started cheering more and more, and stuff came out, and like by the end of it, like everybody's crying. And it was like one of those moments where like, what just happened? But what happened was they got really honest about some of the stuff that was in their life. And what was cool about that was you had this group of girls that had been together for a long time, but didn't know some real stuff about each other. that they were able to share just by doing that together. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, if I was in middle school, I wonder if what I shared at church would be different than what I would share with people at school. You know, like I wonder if this was me, if there were some things in my life that I would be okay talking about at church, but I would never share that at school. Because for me in middle school, I was someone who went to church every single Sunday. I was very involved all the way from the time I was like really little. But then when it came to school, the last thing that I wanted people to know was that I went to church on Sunday. That like that was a part of my life. And I distinctly have these memories of friends where they would be even talking about church or talking about what they did that weekend, and I would intentionally leave this out. I remember this one Sunday morning I had a sleepover with my friends on Saturday night, and my mom wanted to pick me up, and I was so mad at her that she would take me away from my friends and make me go to church. And I think if you were to look at my life from the outside, you would never know that I had claimed to follow Jesus. I'd been baptized when I was in 4th grade, but in middle school you would have never known that. And I really lived my life like one way on Sunday, and then a different way when I went to school on Monday through Friday. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because I think that this is not a unique thing for us. I think for Christians, from like the beginning of time, it's been hard to live out our faith. Because I think it's one thing to claim something, it's one thing to say that you believe in God, to say that you believe in Jesus, but it's another thing to go to school on Monday morning and live that out. Do any of you guys struggle with that? Anybody like brave enough to share that? Okay, just me, cool. I struggle with it, and also the Philippians struggled with it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to look at a passage. The Apostle Paul, you guys have probably heard of him, is this guy who's really famous. He wrote a lot of the New Testament, and one of these little books is called Philippians, and that's what we're going to be studying the next 4 weeks. And we're going to be looking at specific passages and talking about how do they apply to our lives, because I think they do apply to our lives. And so this is what he says to the Philippian people. He says, whatever happens, conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. We're just going to read that together, okay? This is going to be like an interactive message. So read this together with me. Ready? Whatever happens, conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. Okay, so a little background. Okay, the Philippian people. These are people, I want you to imagine, it's 2,000 years ago. You're living 2,000 years ago, okay? It's not 2020. You don't live in America. You live in this little town in Greece called Philippi. And in Philippi, there's something really special, because even though you lived in Greece, you were considered a Roman citizen, because this was a Roman province. And I know that means nothing to you guys, but 2,000 years ago, to be a Roman citizen was a big deal. Because what that meant was you had the privilege of Rome. Okay, think about the fact you guys are American citizens, right? So to live in America, we don't think about this all the time, but it's a big deal. Because we have the protection of the American government. We have the freedom of living in America. We have the opportunities to have education, to pursue the things that we want to pursue, to live life freely. And that's not something that a lot of people in our world have. I don't know if you've ever been to a place that doesn't have that. I have. And it's a hard way to live. So the Philippian people, they had this privilege of being Roman citizens. But what that came with was also something, an expectation that they live like Roman citizens. And so what that meant was, what do you do when you're a Christian, when you claim to follow Jesus, but your government says that you need to call the emperor Lord and Savior? Or what do you do when you're a Roman citizen and you claim to follow Jesus, but you're persecuted because of your faith in him? And it made them have this really difficult situation where they claimed this thing, but then to live it out on a day-to-day basis was really, really hard for them. And so Paul ends up giving them 3 challenges, and I want us to look at these 3 challenges because I think that if he were here, he'd give us the exact same challenges. Because the truth is, there are times when it is hard to live out our faith. And so this is how he encourages them. He goes on and he says, "Then whether I come and see you or hear about you in my absence, I will know that you are standing firm in the one Spirit, striving together as one for faith of the gospel, without being frightened in any way by those who oppose you. This is a sign to them they will be destroyed, but that you will be saved." And so the first challenge that Paul gives is he says, I want you to stand firm. I want you to stand firm in your faith. And what you have to understand is this is a military term, okay? This is like when he's talking to the Philippian people, these are people who got war because a lot of them would have been put in charge of protecting Rome. They would have had an idea of what this meant. And so he says, stand firm, don't back down, be courageous, be bold in your faith. He says, stand firm, don't give an inch. And my guess is most of us have experienced a moment in our faith when we did not stand firm. Like, have you ever been in a situation at school when you knew the right thing to do and you just did the other thing? Or maybe you didn't do anything at all. Or have you ever been with your friends when they're talking really dirty or cussing and you just kind of join in? Or maybe they're gossiping about another girl and you just join in. See, I think we like to live our life just like with one foot in and one foot out. And we know what God's asked of us, but actually standing firm is hard. So that's what Paul says. He says, if you're going to have a shot at living out your faith, at not just saying it on Sunday, but actually doing it on Monday, then you've got to stand firm. The second thing he says is don't be afraid. That's the last thing. Second thing he says fight together. He says strive together, fight together. And using this, this is another military term. So these people in Philippi, they totally would have got this. Because the Roman army had this really well-known thing where they would come together and they'd put their shields together and they'd get in this big bunch, because what it did was it allowed them to move together and take ground together. And it was only if you were by another person that you'd be able to do that. It was when they were fighting together that they had power. And so Paul brings up this image in their mind. He says, as Christians, we've got to fight together. If we're going to live out what we say we believe, then we've got to do it together. There's no way we can do it alone. You need people. Sometimes I think we walk into school on Monday and it's so hard because we feel like, man, am I the only one that's trying to live my life this way? Or maybe you have a group of friends that you hang out with outside of Elevate. And then when you come here, you're like, oh, thank goodness. Like, these are people that share my values. And I just wonder what it would look like to find one friend at school that you could be with, that has the same belief as you, so you could fight with them. Or what would it look like for your small group to not just be talking to each other on Sunday, but to actually be talking to each other during the week? To be texting with each other, to be praying for each other, to say, you know what? I know it's been a hard day, but I've got your back. We're going to fight together for our faith. Paul says if we're going to have any shot at living out what we say we believe, then we've got to fight together. And then the last thing he says is don't be afraid. Basically, he says, if you're going to live out your faith, it's going to take courage. It's going to take you being bold. It's going to take fearlessness. And one thing you're going to see as we read Philippians is that Paul was a guy who was not afraid. Just before this passage, he writes this really famous line where he says, "To live is Christ and to die is gain." And Paul really believed that. He honestly believed that his life to live was Christ, and if he died sharing his faith, that was fine because he's going to be with God. So what can you do to a guy that says that? Honestly, not much. Because it's like, you can throw him in jail, you can torture him, you can whip him, you can do these things, but all that did in Paul's life was it made what he was saying even more real to the people around him. Because they watched Paul boldly share his faith, and they thought, man, either this guy is crazy or he really believes what he's saying. And so people bought in. And Paul's life left such an impact on all the disciples. Most of them ended up dying for their faith. They were bold in their faith because they believed what they said was true. And guys, if we're going to walk into our schools on Monday and actually live out our faith, it's going to take some courage. Because it means that you might look different than the people around you. You know, when I think about middle school, I think about everybody so concerned about what other people think about them. That was me. That was me in middle school. I was so concerned about what everyone else thought. But what would it look like to have courage? I think what it would look like is middle school students saying, I care more about what God says to me than what anyone else says to me. So I'm going to courageously just live out my faith. That doesn't mean you're like always like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But what that means is you look different. A couple weeks ago, I went to a football game. And I was hanging out with some students. And I was actually kind of just like creepily there watching, like as an adult. And I saw there was this student section of high school students, and like you could totally see everybody was like going to their own clique, right? Like right when you walk in, like everybody's looking for their own friends, and they just walk right up, and like everybody's doing the same thing. They're just hanging out with their own people. But then there is this one student who happens to be an impact student, also happens to be an Elevate small group leader, and I just watched this student like literally go up to every single different group of people and was just like, hey, like what's going on? You know, like how's it going? Like honestly, did not even think about the fact, maybe he did, but it seemed like he didn't notice any hierarchy. You know, he didn't notice the social ladder. Didn't matter if you were cool, didn't matter if you were not cool. He knew everyone. And I thought about that, and I thought, man, that's what it looks like to be courageous. That's what it looks like to be bold in your faith. It's saying, I don't care what the world says about you, but I'm going to step into this, and I'm just going to live my life and share my life with you. And I've seen him bring people over and over to Christ through that courage. And guys, I think that's what God is calling us to. That's what Paul is saying in here. And my prayer is that as Elevate, we would be people like that. That's what we would be known for, not just by saying something on Sunday, but by living it out on Monday. All right, let's pray, and then we're going to head to small group. Father, thank you so much for this group of students. Thank you for the way that you're working in their lives. God, I thank you for just the fact that they came to church today. I know it's hard to live out what we claim on Sunday. I have a hard time with it sometimes. And so God, I'm just so grateful for the reminder that you're calling us to more, to fight together, to not be afraid, and to stand firm. And Father, I pray that you would give us courage to do that. Lord, I pray for every student as they head into small group. I know a lot of these students this morning came in with something hard going on in their life. And so I lift that up to you. I pray that they would leave encouraged today and reminded that you're a God who loves them and that you have more for their life and you have a plan and a purpose for them. Amen. All right, guys.